Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna wait for some people to join up here, and then we'll get started. Um, Today, I'm going to talk over a couple things. Can't really say a whole lot until we get to the box, so we will get to the box very soon. Just going to wait for a couple more people to join in here. I know I talked to a couple people that was going to come, so a lot of times people weren't really on time. I know that, so we'll give them a couple minutes, and then after a couple minutes, we're going to go ahead and start anyway because they can always watch the replay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and play the channel trailer for anybody that hasn't seen it. So here's the channel trailer, the new channel trailer, I should say, of my crack channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that now. So we got something, to kind of look at until we wait on some people to come on. All right. Still waiting on a couple people that I talked to that hasn't made it here yet. So we're probably just going to go ahead and get started anyway. Like I said, they can just go ahead and watch the replay. So basically, I just wanted to kind of go over a couple things, and I wanted to get to the box. So let's go ahead and get to the box. Okay, so as you can see, we have a box here. So a little bit of story behind the box is I made a trade. Excuse me. I was trading. Let me see. Yeah, I was trading some stuff for the Durtrax Warhead Evo, and I was originally going to kind of rebuild that and bring it back up to what I thought would be the glory. Had some good engines and ideas and stuff that I wanted to do. Had a lot of problem finding parts. Sometimes that happens, so I kind of just set it to the side. I didn't need a whole lot more to go at it, but excuse me, I found a guy that had actually needed what I had more than what I did, pretty much. And he was able to trade me something else that I thought was really cool. So, like I said, let's get right to the box. Let's see what I traded for. All right. So, some of you guys might like this, some of you guys might not. So, I have two, not one, but two of these Nitro T 1/16 Nitro trays. And as you see, he gave me the box and everything with these. So, let's take one of them out here and we'll kind of look it over a little bit. Look at this little thing, guys. Isn't that cool as hell? I mean, I've never had a 16 scale Nitro, so I'm really kind of excited to play with this. You know, hence the, you know, build up on the live and everything there. I just thought that was super cool. I couldn't wait to share with everybody. Just check this thing out. So it's supposed to have, some of them have a 2-speed. I guess you can add a 2-speed into here. That'd be kind of cool. Right now, I think it's just a single. I don't see the second gear in there, so I guess you can add that. I don't know. I gotta learn this entire car, but it has basically a .07. I'm not sure what engine that is. I know it's a .07 displacement. That's really all I know. It might be a Turnigy because this was sold on Hobby King, which is now discontinued. Yeah, Turnigy, how the hell you say that? I'm not real good at names. So it's got a little bitty gas tank, which we'll be going over. We'll be going over what the size and all that stuff is. So this is where your radio would go. And take this out there. You got a little mini battery holder or whatever. I think it takes AAAs. I never had one that takes AAAs. And you would put your receiver in here. This was built as an almost ready to run, I do believe. I don't think they came in ready to run form, which was also kind of unique because the size and scale. I think it sold for $100. That was pretty much all they charged for it, and you had pretty much everything you needed minus radio system. It does have a couple of I think they're 9-gram servos, which they seem like they do fine for this here. Excuse me. I did power them up just to make sure that they both the electronics on both of them do work. So I thought that was really cool. So let me get the second one out here, kind of show you. This is the second one. Get this big box out of the way now so we don't need it. And look at this. So this is my second one here, and it comes with extra tires. I got 4 tires right here. I have a ton of parts, gears and things like that, towers. I don't know what I need, what I don't need yet. Everything's in fantastic shape. You know, I really gotta commend the guy here that I got it from. He really kept good care of it. This smells like it's been in an attic or whatever, so it's probably been stored for a while. These kind of cars, I can imagine they're not going to be like, you know, blow you away, you know, with their speed or whatever, but I think they're very cool. So, again, we have the basic same setup here. It doesn't appear to be missing a whole lot. This differential up here, you can tell it's kind of blown. I'm moving the CV or dog bone or whatever. It's not really moving anything. So it's probably got some bad gears or something in there. I'll fool around with that. The rear seems to move okay. What else? The engine itself, it doesn't have a spark plug in it. I did see a glow plug. Glow plug. Yeah, right here. So I've got pretty much everything I need to fool with this thing and see what I can do. If not, I got one for spare parts. So that is super cool. Let me show you. Here's the tires. And they're glued. They don't feel like they have foams. They feel like they're vented. I would assume something like that wouldn't have any to begin with, just because of its size and scope. Okay, and then let's see. I have another gear here. I guess they fell out. We've got a bag of parts and guides and stuff. So let's see what's inside of here. I haven't looked at any of this stuff here. I just kind of opened up just to kind of see what was there, and I put it back together because I figured that was super cool. Got some Nitro T decals and stuff, stickers, whatever. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I like this. This is like a parts list. So this is the 07 side exhaust engine. I still don't know what maker it is, but it's just like any other nitro engine. Looks like it shows you all the part numbers and stuff that you might need should something break. That's super cool. I've never had one like that. Oh, check that out. The actual Nitro T manual. That is pretty cool. Made by Turnigy. About the radio system, braking in the engine, before you run your car. I mean, all these things are super cool. Excuse me. Operating the model safely. How to build your shocks, your shock assembly or whatever. Mounting your servos. Apologize, guys. I got like chronic, like drainage or whatever. I used to smoke cigarettes for years, so it caught up to me. Let's see. Just, basically how to set everything up, what part numbers are what goes where. The explosive views on these are actually a lot better than many of the new ones. Check that out. Nitro T spare parts. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now, with this here, I should be able to at least find parts. And if I can't find the parts, I might be able to 3D print them or whatever, do some kind of replication one way or the other. Looks like there's some spring retainers in there. I'm just guessing that's what it is. I don't know. Here is a Servo Horn on the 4-ways. Need that. More decals. So far, this is pretty cool. This is one of the better trades that I've made in a really long time. Again, this is not, something that's going to go down the road at 90 mile an hour. That's not the type of truck this is. But it is very cool. Here's some of the stickers that were used, some of the ones that weren't. Got more parts I didn't see in there. This looks like the cutout looks like kind of like an engine piece or whatever. I'm not sure where that would go. I don't know. I'll save it for whatever. Never know what it could be for. I don't know what that is. Some kind of backing tape. And that's pretty much it. Now, I do want to show you a couple things here on camera, which is the whole reason for the live. So there's your Nitro T, right? 1/16 Nitro Truggy, Nitro powered. Shows you a little bit of almost ready to run. Oh, I guess it did have an RTR version. On the side of the box, you give you little specs here. 9-gram throttle servo, 16-gram steering servo. Okay, I was wrong. I thought they were both 9. It's got 4-wheel drive, 228 millimeter on the width, 128 millimeter on the height, and 228 millimeter on the track. I guess that's for the tires. The length is 310 millimeters, and the wheelbase is 195 millimeters. The gear ratio is 11:46:1. Just says powerful 07 engine. Ground clearance 25 to 30 millimeters. And you got more graphics on the side here showing what the truck is. Over here you got a little bit of a kind of like a simplified exploded view. Block tire, adjustable camber, which I didn't realize I had that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this thing looks like it's fully adjustable. That is pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Oil-filled shocks. You got your fuel tank, dust-proof receiver box, 07 engine, 1-speed gearbox. Okay. I've seen some of these that has 2, so I don't know. Maybe that's an upgrade or something. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at a different vehicle. I don't know. This is the almost ready to run version. It shows you like basically what's in the box pretty much. Some little exploded views. Again, super, super cool. I can't thank that guy enough. So we're going to put this one, the one that's not quite assembled, put him up. and then put all this other stuff in here with it. Just kind of get it back out of the way. And I mean, even look at the wing, guys. It's still in great shape. I mean, somebody took some care with this here, or they liked it enough they bought two, whatever, and then they decided, well, I don't really have time for it or whatever. I don't really know. With this guy here, I think he's a collector, so I think he does other scales and stuff, and he might have just got fixated on another scale. I do that myself. Turn the plug in here. So that is it for what's in the box. I have to put the other body. I forgot the body. So I just thought that was really super cool. Had to share that with everybody. So I thought that was a really good trade, and I honestly can't wait to get this thing out. Let me see if I can get the camera. Well, I'll show you up here like this. I mean, just look at the shocks. I mean, it's pretty plush for the size. It feels like it moves well. So the dampening and stuff on it is actually pretty nice. Yeah, this is going to be that's going to be pretty fun to fool around with. And a lot of these plastic gears, the cool thing about that is I could probably 3D print those. I'm getting quite decent at replicating some stuff. My main thing is more or less a time issue. So this I thought was really, really cool. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, look, it even has sway bars on it. I didn't even realize that. Look at the sway bar in the front. That's pretty cool. Has one in the rear too. I mean, this thing looks like it might be set up for racing. That is just, it's too cool. It really is. I had to have this when he offered it as the trade because I was actually going to sell, excuse me, what I had. So when he offered it as a trade, I thought, man, that's too cool. I got to have that. I've never had a 16 scale. Now I have two. Like I said, the one's going to take some work to get it up and running, but it is definitely worth the while. And as you can see, I got, all kinds of parts from different scales. I'm sure I can make something work if I can't find it. I'm sure I could print something if I can't find it. I don't think any of that's going to be an issue. So yeah, these are really, really cool. I've watched a few videos on them, and I actually downloaded a couple clips here. I'm going to go ahead and play them for you guys here. I just added some music and stuff to it. I'm not trying to take away from the author or whatever here. I don't even remember where they came from. I got them off of Google. But just take a look at what I found here, and just tell me this thing isn't going to be super cool. Again, it's not a track racer. It's not going to, go 80 mile an hour, 90 mile an hour. But for the front yard, bashing around, street, that kind of stuff, this thing's going to be pretty cool. So check it out. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? It screams a little bit. I think I haven't been able to find out exactly what it does as far as like speed and stuff goes, but I think what it does is about 25, maybe 30 mile an hour. It's kind of slow for today's standards. I understand that, but these things were offered at $100. That was what the selling point was. So let me go to Hobby King here, and I'll kind of show you a little bit about the Hobby King, what they had to say about it. So I'm on their website here. Matter of fact, here, I'm just going to kind of read it to you. I was going to get the camera over here to show you and stuff, but I'm sure you can find it. So this is on Hobby King's website. It's a Turnigy 1/16 four-wheel drive Nitro T Truggy with 0.07 engine ARR. That means almost ready to run. It's a discontinued product. They got a couple cool little images and stuff on there. So here's the description they give you. Don't let the little small size fool you. 1/16 Nitro Truggy T is a serious little racer. We started with a buggy platform, beefed it up, added bigger wheels, tires, making it better with 07 engine. It goes on and on and on. Talk a little bit more about that. It's a Japanese-made pull start 07 CI nitro engine. Anything Japanese as far as these little engines. I think I had a Black Widow or whatever hell it was years ago. It was a 18 or something. God, it's been so long I can't remember. I had a couple little motors, and one of them was a Japanese motor, and that thing was a screamer. You couldn't kill it. So I think that might be similar to what I have here, except for this one's a 07. So again, I'm really happy to get that. So like I said before with everybody in the videos and stuff, I am still interested in nitro. I do still have a few nitros. I have Nitro Slash, which I absolutely beat the dog piss out of, and that thing is just awesome. Excuse me. I now have these two. I have a Nitro Savage X that I've been rebuilding. I got a couple cool things on that. I got a short video and stuff that I'll do on that here soon. Might be a few weeks or whatever, but I'll do something like that and throw it up on the channel so everybody could check that out. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've got a few of these nitros that I wanted to kind of hold on to. Obviously, I don't want to keep a whole bunch because I'm all over the place. I got electric, I got nitro, I got crawlers, I got mini crawlers, I got huge fish scales, which right now I'm super stoked on the fish scales. So I'm kind of like all over the place, but nitro still has my attention, and I just kind of wanted to share that with everybody. So some of the other features that they have here, they say that it's almost ready to run. You just drop in your electronics, it's ready to go. It's got adjustable front and rear sway bars. Aluminum chassis plate, which I didn't even realize that. Yep, it is aluminum. I looked right over that. I mean, look, it seriously has like plastic in all the right places, and it looks like metal in most of the right places. Some guys would upgrade the differential housings and the towers and stuff to metal, but me, I kind of like the plastic because when it flexes and breaks, if it does, I can just either print one or buy one. Because I like to give, some room to kind of flex around. It's going to move. You got to kind of try to predict where that's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen on the metal pieces because when they bend, they don't bend back. Let's see. They're showing, they're on their specs for the vehicle. It says 228 millimeters for the width, 128 millimeter height, 228 millimeter for the track. Length is 310. And wheelbase 195, same gear ratio, 11.46 to 1, engine 0.07 CI, your ground clearance 25 to 30 millimeters, servos 16 gram for steering, 9 gram throttle, full-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and they call it a twin diff. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, it's modern days, and everybody just looks at it like, okay, it's just a differential. It has all the Planetary gears and stuff in there. I said spare and option parts are ready, but I've actually tried to look and see what other things are available here, and I can't find anything. I can't find out when this was also released either. It's been a while, obviously, because it's gone, but I wish I could get a little more information on this. Going on Google and stuff here, I see all kinds of stuff dating all the way back to 2015. But then when I go into the posts and stuff for 2015, I'm not finding the car. So I couldn't really dig up a whole lot on this. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on that anyway. It's not what we're here for. So I just thought that was super cool. So I'm also going to talk about a couple things that I have here too. This right here is my Teespring Shop. I got t-shirts and hoodies available now. I've had a couple people ask me for that. I'll leave that up there for a minute for anybody that wants to kind of check them out. I will be switching that eventually because I have more ideas and stuff of things that I want to do. So eventually I'll get in a revamp whenever I decide to do all that. It's probably going to be sometime this year at some point. Maybe the summer or whatever. When I get bored, I'll really dive into it. And then I also have my Crack3DRC Etsy shop, which does really well. So here's the Etsy shop right there. And the Etsy shop, I actually make some decent money on it. I sell 3D prints. Sometimes I sell stuff for Stokes RCs. How you doing? Thanks for joining. sometimes I sell stuff for like RCs for, like wheelie bars and things like that. I sold a few of those. Tello holders, things like that. So I just kind of wanted to shoot that out there. I always try to promote it when I can. Here's one of my wheelie bars. I do a lot of custom work, so most of my stuff isn't really listed. I just kind of do it as I get requests. But again, this thing here, super cool. I should be able to 3D print some stuff for it. Let me get this shop stuff off of here. This thing is amazing. I'm really happy. And not to mention that I have 2 of them now. So that was a fantastic trade. I really think that was a good one. I really do. So a couple other things I wanted to go over here was, hold on, let me get some of this stuff out of the way here so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Get this out, get that out. I guess I'll leave it a little for now. A couple of things. Let's see. Island RC Duke, a little Nitro buggy is awesome. Yeah, man. Since I got some people on here now, I'm gonna go ahead and replay the little video here because I think this thing's pretty cool. Just watch it. It's really short. Just check this out. I really like this. So you see what I mean? That thing's going to be a little ripper. Again, it's not going to, burn up an infraction or nothing like that. I don't care. It's going to be super cool to work on. Everything on this thing is like really, really easy to get to too. Usually with a small scale, it's kind of hard to reach everything. But this is built a lot like a modern day WL Toys or something like that, where everything's super easy to get to. I mean, just looking over everything, I could probably tear this whole thing apart in 5 minutes. The engine has 3 screws on the bottom. I pop off the linkage here, and I pop the springs off here on the exhaust, and engine will come right out. Super easy to work on. Again, very happy. And this right here, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. If I can get a better angle on it for you, maybe some lighting. There you go. Anyway, you can see like 1 gear there. There is a mod or an upgrade or whatever that I found. I'm pretty damn sure that it's this one because it's a 1/16 nitro and it's a 2-speed. So it's either an upgrade or somebody made one or something. These are the only 1/16s that I found that look like this. There's a couple other ones that I found, but they don't look like this. So I'm pretty sure it's this model. Okay, and the other thing that I wanted to talk about before I just kind of talk to everybody else. Duke, love the sound of it. Yeah, man, me too. I am really still sold on that. That's one of the things that keeps me going on a nitro is the sound and the smell. You can't really imitate that, I mean, the electric's fun and I love to crawl around and everything else, but it's just something that's definitely different. I really enjoy it myself. All right, so I got kind of a mess in here, but I'll show you basically what I got here. So you see this box of stuff here. This is my WL Toys. I 3D printed a lot of this car. There's pieces that I bought. Now this is a 16 scale, which is why I'm kind of bringing it up. So check it out. So this car is basically going to be the same size. So I got 3D printed wheels. The tires I bought, obviously. Differentials are 3D printed, the covers anyway. Hubs, C blocks or whatever you call those. Arms, everything that I could possibly 3D print, I bought a couple different styles of shocks. I think I might go with these purple. I like those. But I do have these guys here too, the blue. So I don't know which ones I want to use yet. I'm going to try to color coordinate a little bit, which I'm not usually a color guy. I don't usually get very coordinated and stuff. But with this one here, I kind of want to. It's got my attention pretty good. Check that out. It's one of the differentials. Little tiny guy here. These are cool. And also these might actually fit on those. And these are made for, on-demand torque too, because it's made for a brushless system. So that might, drop right in that. So, and I can get those off AliExpress for like $5. Cool little gears, some bones. And I know most of you guys have seen this stuff before if you watch my videos. But I'm trying to dig it out here and get to it. Here's the chassis that I 3D printed, and the shaft will go in there, something like that. You got a gear on the end. So just to give you an example of size comparison here, so it's very, very similar. The WL Toys is actually a little bit smaller, but not really by much. So I'm going to have a bunch of stuff kind of at that scale because the hay boxing is basically the same size too. Duke waiting on my first Nitro truck to come in. It was a gift from a friend, new Traxxas T-Max Nitro. You'll love it. T-Max is a classic, and they're just fun. Especially anything Traxxas with the Nitro stuff, man. I mean, everybody likes to get on Traxxas and, talk about how bad they are and all this jazz. Especially when it comes to Nitro, there's not a lot of people out there that do it and do it right. Traxxas does a very good job with that. I have a Nitro Slash that is one of my favorite Nitros ever. And I just beat it. I beat it so bad. It's 2-wheel drive. And I launched this thing off of anything and everything that I could think of. I've taken 20-foot jumps, 30-foot jumps. I got a section of my hill on the side yard that it's about, I'll say 15 feet in the air. And when it comes out, it probably goes 10 feet out and then drops. Sometimes the wind will catch the body and stuff, and you can't really correct in the air because it's not 4-wheel drive. Sometimes the wind will catch it and catch it to flop and roll on its side and land on the hood and everything else. But you'll have that with 2-wheel drive anyway. But that thing, I beat it. I've broken an arm before, which I have a 3D printed arm on it now. I've been running forever. Caster blocks, I do break those a lot, but they're literally a $2 or $3 item on Traxxas's website. So there's nothing much to them. They're just so awesome. Duke, awesome. Yeah, they really are. You're gonna love it. Be a little patient with it, and if you have any questions, I don't know if you've done Nitro before, just make sure you ask somebody, because if it's a 2.5 engine, they're okay, but the 3.3 engine is better. Me personally, I have a 3.3. Well, I have a couple of different things. I have a 3.3 right now on the Nitro Slash, but I also have a 2.5 with a 3.3 carb, and that thing's also a blast. I mean, the carburetor has more ports or something in it or whatever. It just runs so much better. I'm not real crazy about the 2.5 engine, but that one is really good. I had another engine around here I was going to show you, but I don't know what I did with it. It is I don't know where it's at right now. It is a 0.18 or whatever OS engine. It's basically a drop-in engine for the 3.3. You'll get a lot more power and stuff out of it that way. Duke, I'll show you that later on. I can post it up somewhere or something for you to find it. But yeah, what do you guys think of the little Nitro? I thought that was a really cool trade, and I just couldn't wait to share that with everybody. Me personally, I think that was a good call, because I have a lot of projects going on. I have the WL Tours. I have another Orlando. That one I think is a truck. They're a 32 scale. I saw on a website parts, not too much. It is a 2.5. I mean, a 2.5 is good, but if you can get a hold of a 3.3 carb, which I probably have one, honestly. I have a bunch of stuff sitting around. That's a big board. If I find one, I'll see if I can get it to you, because I don't need them, and I don't really want them sitting around because they gum up. Every so often, the Nitro stuff, which is one of the bad things people hate about it, is you got to keep putting after-run oil and stuff in if it sets for a while. Like all my cars, when they sit around, like for the wintertime, I load them up with this after oil, and I don't usually touch them until, I mean, I'll get them out a time or two in the winter if I can. But most of the time I won't touch them until the spring gets. And I'll load it up with a decent amount of oil. I don't really have an amount or whatever. I'll put some through the carburetor and some down through the spark plug, and then I'll close it all back off. And I kind of do a little dry, light, easy pull on the string a couple times, just to kind of work it throughout the whole engine and shaft and stuff. And then I just let it set. When you start it up again for the first time, it'll be kind of smoky and nasty and stuff. But once it burns off all that oil, you'll be good to go. That keeps it from gumming up in there. Something to do with the nitromethane or whatever. It likes to gum up. So these parts sitting around here, when they set for a long period of time, they start having trouble. Like this one here still opens very smooth. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a carburetor for this one come off of a Exceed model. I want to say it was like a 21 or something, somewhere 25 or whatever. But basically I just keep putting after run oil in there, and I don't really need this carburetor, but I just make sure I keep it in decent shape besides what it looks like, because you never know what you might need it for, what you'll trade or whatever. I have all kinds of, crappy parts laying around here. Anyway, so yeah, no problem, man. If you need any more help, just let me know. Another guy to kind of go to for help as far as nitro stuff would be Hybrid. I don't know if you watch his channel, it's Hybrid 32494 or whatever, Nitro Gang or whatever. Guy's super cool. He knows a lot about this stuff. Like, I mean, he would probably walk all over me. But yeah, he's definitely cool. And the cool thing about him is he has a Facebook group and stuff. A bunch of guys that like nitro are on there. They're for the most part, pretty friendly. So if you have any questions, just post it there. Everybody's super cool. So, okay. I didn't know if you've seen him or not. But yeah, I talk to him every once in a while on email back and forth, and, he might help me out with some stuff. He did a lot, when I was starting off, doing my channel, kind of gave me some direction on things I should do and not to do and that kind of stuff. And, really kind of helped me out. As you can see, his channel's pretty cool now. He's really done a lot of work on it and stuff. So maybe one of these days I'll get my channel up there. But for now, this works for me. But yeah, guys, I'm super stoked about this. I can't quit looking at the damn thing. It just looks awesome. I can't wait to get it out and play with it. Like a kid in a candy store. Anybody have any questions on these or any questions, period? I've got a lot of stuff coming up. And I mean a lot of stuff. I'm trying to pump as much as I can right now because I drive a concrete mixer, and right now this is our slow period. So once the warmer weather hits again, it'll be back to whatever I could do, which is usually a video or two a week. I don't get a lot of time. I work 60, 70 plus hours a week. But right now I'm down to 40 or less. So I got more time to kind of play around with it. Plus I do my paranormal stuff, and right now we're kind of not doing a whole lot with that. So we got some videos and stuff that we're working on with that, but we haven't really been out since December, and we don't really have any plans anytime soon. So I've got more time to pump into this. So I figured I would do some more shorts. I really like those, and I would do, I'll save those for things that are like, I have a hard time with build videos. So when I do a build video, I know people want to see certain things. I just have a hard time with all that, talking blah, blah, blah. It seems like it's drab, boring stuff to me. So, Duke, does that carb fit on the 2.5, or would I have to buy a new motor? The 3.3 should fit right on it. You have the Traxxas had a God, I can't remember what the displacement was on it, but there's one that's underneath the 2.5. It's like a 0.15 or something like that. That was their smallest motor. 2.5 is the next one, and then 3.3. That's their biggest one. They're all small blocks. And what I mean by small block is, let me get one of them engines here real quick. Let me figure out what I did with it. I know that I put them over somewhere where I could find them easily, and now I don't know what I did with them. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find them on my shelf over here. That's probably where they're at. Okay, I did find them. All right, so this is Max 2.6 or whatever. This is a Pico engine. I'm sorry, it's not a OS. It's a Pico engine. This is basically a drop-in replacement, like a little more high performance for the Traxxas models. I bought this from a guy on Facebook, I think, for $50, $80, something like that. A lot of people say it's overpriced. I paid too much, whatever. No, I don't think so, because I know what they're worth. Anyway, that is a small block, and this is a brand new big block. I'll show you the difference. That's what I'm trying to do. I didn't have this stuff ready because I wasn't expecting to talk about this part, but yeah, it's cool. So this is a big block. This is a 0.2. This one too. I can find the thing on it here. Hold on. I think it's a 2.8. I don't even see the. You got it wrote on here somewhere. It's a Trackstar. Wow, I thought I had it stamped somewhere, and it really doesn't. It's weird. High performance 10G. 2.1. Okay, it's an SEG 2.1. So this is a 21. And then this is a point. It's a 26 max, but it's like a 0.26, I think. Anyway, you can see the difference there. Just look at the size comparison. So body to body, mount to mount, as you can see, the one on this side here, the big block, it's much longer. It has a bigger case. That's basically what you're getting. The cooling heads, which is the thing on the top, obviously there to dissipate heat and stuff. And yes, bigger the engine, usually you'll have a bigger cooling head. But sometimes the small blocks have a really big cooling head too. If they're like high performance ones for racing or whatever. And this one is actually brand new. I have not used it yet. I was going to use it on my Savage, and I found a different motor that I already had that I fixed the carburetor on, so I ended up using it. This one is eventually going to go in probably in my Slash. I thought about building a Nitro drag car, which I may still do. I have so many projects. Big difference. Yeah, there's a big difference between them. I wish I had more motors to show you. So let me just kind of show this way here. This will be a good comparison. So there's the 07. This is the 2.6. I mean, just look at the difference of those two. I mean, this, and then you take the 2.1, and it's even bigger. Let me get that thing back out over here. I mean, it's just, compared to that little bitty motor, it's monstrous. See there? There's not a lot. It takes up half the damn car, so, but yeah, there's just tons of differences between these. And the reason you would want a big block over a small block is not really so much for power. That would be what you would think. But that's not the reason that you would want a big block over a small block. A big block will push a bigger car. Usually that's, kind of same like what you're dealing with like a regular size car. Excuse me. Bigger cars like trucks and stuff like that. If you ever had one that's like a 6-cylinder or 4-cylinder or whatever, they're usually kind of crappy, right? Some of them are good. You can put like a bunch of turbo stuff and everything on there, and kind of beef them up a little bit, but they're still not going to have the hauling oomph, That's where you would have your big block come in. Now, your big block is going to kind of basically push around the weight better. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to give you more speed. That all depends on inside here, which again, I wish I had something torn apart here. So basically you have a shaft that runs through here, the crankshaft. It's got some lobes and stuff on there that will actuate for the fuel air mixture here. And it also at the end here has a little wrist pin that goes up to the piston that drives it up and down. Well, that shaft or whatever they call that, wrist pin, whatever, there's different stroke lengths. And the same as it would be like if you're dealing with a large motor. So different lengths will give you a longer stroke, which means you'll get more out of it. So the shorter ones, you'll get a lot more like, what am I trying to get at? You'll get more stuff like, I guess what I'm trying to say is you'll get like more torque or whatever. And then the ones with longer strokes, you tend to get more RPMs. It's not always the case. It's not, always that cut and dry, but that's basically what you're dealing with. That would be an awesome tractor. Yeah, I kind of thought about it a bunch, and I still may do it, but I've just got a lot of projects. Let me show you one more project here that I've been working on. I've got a video and stuff coming out on this. So this one here I wasn't going to unveil yet, but it's pretty cool. I'll show you. Just since we're talking about engine differences and things like that, I just kind of want to show what this is. This is one of my two-strokes. It's a 36cc. And it is not finished yet, so I'll be watching all kinds of videos on Nitro. This is my first one. Oh, that's cool, dude. I really like that. So if it's your first one, seriously, don't hesitate to ask anybody, and just don't try to play like you're big or whatever, because they can see right through it. But yeah, just ask tons of questions. You'll really love it. Seriously, it's cool. If you like anything to do with gas, you'll really love it. This is a two-stroke, obviously way different than these type of motors. As you can see, size comparison and stuff. These are the 5th scale ones that I have in like my low C, my HP. I have a low C 5T, HPI Baja 5T, and I have a 5B with a Kraken setup on it, the TSK one. This is actually going to go in my Red Cat Rampage. I have a Rampage TT, which you can't find in the TTs too much anymore. So I kind of decided I was going to throw a better engine in it. It has a throw-in engine in it anyway. So this is actually a 36cc Rovin engine. They actually get decent compression and stuff out of them. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this one here. I got a whole video and stuff coming up on this one, what I did and all that jazz. So you'll see that here soon. And like I said, it's not done yet, but I just kind of wanted to show the difference between that and some of the other, like the nitros and stuff. And obviously the electric ones are, even more different. So, let's see. Cool motor. Yeah, it really is. I mean, once you start getting into this stuff, I mean, Duke, I'll be honest with you, dude, it's an addiction. I'm sure I drive my wife nuts with this, but I really enjoy it. And I've actually got to the point where I don't really make money off of it, but I've got excuse me, I had a few people that they'll send me batteries to review batteries for the electric stuff, which is really cool because then I get some free batteries. And the last set of batteries that I got were really good batteries. The RC lipos, I really like those actually. They're really good. And then I also had I had somebody give me an Hey Boxing car, the well, here, I'll show it to you. I forget the name of it too. They're all such weird names. This thing is super cool. 8559. Duke, I think you have the same one, if I'm not mistaken. Or you might have the other one. I think it's the same one. The same one you got, Duke? I can't remember. Pretty sure it is. So let me show you a size comparison of these two here. I mean, this is I think it's an 18th and this is a 16th, something like that. So, I mean, they're really close. And this one's a fast little booger. And there's a little brushless setup in there. Super cool. I actually got a battery in it because I might go check it out here later. It's all charged up, ready to rock and roll. Got a little 2-cell LiPo in there. These things last like 40 minutes, by the way. These things are amazing. And I beat the piss out of this one too, guys. So, yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I wanted to kind of show you what I got. I thought it was really cool. I know I need to get on here and do more lives with everybody. I'm sorry. My time is kind of sometimes it's at a premium, so I don't always get the time that I want to, and I got to spend time with my family and stuff too. So I can't just come down here and play all the time. This is something I do for fun, but I eventually will get to more lives. I know some people have been asking me about it and stuff, and I apologize. I will do more. Same here. Got lots of electric ones from Wait on Nitro. There's offshore, have some knowledge in motor. Yeah. Was this car the same Hey Boxing that you had? I'm pretty sure it is, ain't it? Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. These things are cool, aren't they? I really enjoy those. I didn't even think I'd like that damn thing, and it's an awesome truck. I had no idea that I would even like that. So that's why when the guy had showed me pictures of this thing here, I was floored. I'm like, man, I got to have that damn thing. That's too cool. It really is. I'll do a little short on it. I might have time today. I don't know. It's kind of getting kind of nasty looking out there. We got some weather and stuff coming in. I don't want to run this like a bunch of snow or anything yet. I know it says there's some things that are waterproof and stuff, but until I know I can get other parts and everything, I don't want to really go crazy on this. It's got a pretty decently thick chassis. Let's see if I can. I don't know where my calipers are right now, but maybe I can get a little thickness on this. Maybe 0.25 millimeters. Sound about right? I don't know. Maybe. My ruler's kind of hard to read at this point. But yeah, super cool. Can't wait to get him out, play around. Maybe I'll get both of these out. Hell, I'll get these out, and then I'll get my WL toys out whenever I get it done. I mean, I got a nice little mini collection going here, 16th to 18th scale. And of course, I got a bunch of those 24s. I love those damn things. I got really addicted to those too. But these here, when they were around new, they were listed for $100. So I found that to be really interesting, considering the fact that it has sway bars, oil-filled shocks, and I'm pretty sure you can upgrade that to a 2-speed. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see on that one there. I'll have to get more information. It has 2 differentials. You can adjust the camber and all this stuff on there. I mean, it's a lot to be offering for $100. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this now, unless anybody has any questions besides Duke. I think me and you are the only ones that are on here right now, Duke. Actually, I got a wheel nut there that's loose. So yeah, if you get the what kind of nitro fuel do you use? I bought some for the Traxxas. Well, here, before I end this here, I'll show you what I use. I actually am kind of partial to a specific brand. So let me grab that real quick. So this is what I like to use. It's a Sidewinder fuel. Sidewinder off-road 25%. Hopefully you can see that. this is what I like to use in all my nitro for right now. I haven't done any real racing in a long time. And as you can see, this little quart is kind of expensive. I never can find them in the gallons. The gallons you can actually, save a few bucks if you buy it that way. I never can find them. They're always sold out, or the guy can't get them, or whatever. My local hobby store is not really the best in the first place. So, I mean, there's that as well. So, but yeah, that's what I use for mine. And again, Duke, if you have any questions, man, you can always email me too, crack3drc@gmail.com. No problem, man. I'll help you out. No issues whatsoever. Hell, I might even have some parts if you run into a point where you need something. Just let me know, because I got tons of stuff laying around here. I don't have a T-Max anymore. I used to have like 5 of them. They're pretty cool trucks. I've had T-Maxes. I've had Magic Wheels, which is basically a T-Max. Savages, the Warheads. They're both the Warhead's like a clone of the Savage. Trying to think of some of the other ones that I've had that are the smaller ones. My brother right now has a Low C 8, and it has he had 2. One of them was a brand new Nova Rossi engine. I forget the displacement. It's a big block. I think it's like a 2.8 or something like that, maybe bigger. And that was a screamer. He used to take it to the track and just whoop everybody's ass with it. So he has that, and he also has the Losi that he has. The 8 actually has another Nova Rossi, the same engine, but this one's been used. He's been trying to sell it for a while, and everybody's offering him like $50, $100. It's just unfortunate the way things are going right now in the hobby. It's some people don't know what things are worth. The people that do know what it's worth, they don't have the money. So, he's having a little hard time getting rid of that. I think he finally sold the engine for like $400. And those of you that don't know, Nova Rossi's out of business. They were made in Italy, and they're made for high performance racing nitro engines. And if you haven't seen any of these, man, go watch some videos online. Oh my God. Probably 70 mile an hour or better on these little tracks, man. They're just burning them up. It's amazing. So we had some of those engines. So yeah, I've been around the block on a lot of different things. So if you ever need anything, dude, just seriously email me. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me, because I can get a hold of that on the phone at any time, because I got it on my phone. And then I can just, respond whenever I get a minute. And I don't tend to forget that way too, because, I get so busy that I kind of overload myself. As you can see behind me, I got all my paranormal stuff I've been working on. We've got a really cool investigation that we just recently wrapped up on. We're real excited about the video and stuff. And we've been working on that. So we've got a lot of stuff going on there. But then I'll bounce back and forth to this, to that, to, whatever. Wow, 70, that's fast. Yeah, if you look at some of these videos, man, they're insane. They really are. There's no other way to describe them. Let me see if I could find something for you here. Maybe I can do a link in. Can I do a link in? I'm not sure. I don't think you can. No, I have to add a video clip in order to do it. But yeah, if you search out on YouTube or whatever, look for Nova Rossi, I don't know, finals or something. I forget what they used to race under. There's a bunch of different ones, but there's a couple of them I used to watch that were really cool. I used to watch Nitro Nationals. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but those were super cool too. They would have these buggies, and they would go around these, like, I don't know, they had to like camel hump jumps and stuff like that. Then you'd have these big tabletop jumps, and you usually had like 1 or 2 of these big long things there that would turn into a turn. So if you hit it too fast, you would go past it. And then you would have a nice big long straightaway. And as soon as you got up to speed, you'd have to slow down. And literally, when they would kick it and they would start hitting it, I don't even think they reach full speed. And then they have to shut it down to make the turn. I was super fast. Now, the coolest thing I've ever seen with Nitro, and I don't have anywhere to run this or I'd have it, but the coolest thing I've ever seen with Nitro is Nitro Boats. Oh my God. Those things are amazing. I mean, we're talking boats that are, God, I can't even, it's really big, right? And they're really wide. And those things are light. Excuse me. So when they get them on the water, they'll set out like 2 buoy cones or whatever. And the whole idea is just like fish scale. You go and you race around like an oval or whatever. Or they might have like different, track configurations or whatever. Man, those things haul ass. Yeah, if you can watch any of those are really cool. Those are about the coolest I've seen. I get into all the Nitro stuff anyway, just because I think it's pretty cool. Another thing I've been doing, and it's really hard for me anyway, there's a simulator I'm running called VRC, and it's you basically hook into your, this one's a Dumbo RC. You basically hook it into whatever receiver you want, and then on the screen you can take and record it or whatever. But it's basically a simulator. And it's pretty rough. I don't know if you've seen any of my shorts on it, but I'm not very good at it. It takes a lot of finessing around the corner. And when you do your car setups, you have to really know what you're doing. I know a little bit about what I'm doing, but I've never really raced before. So, it doesn't really turn out very well for me. It is fun though. So if you got a chance, check that out. I'd like to see that in person. Yeah, me too. I wish I knew where they did them at. I don't think there's anywhere around me. I'm in the Cincinnati area. I don't think there's anywhere around me where they do them. I know the ones that I was watching were, oh God, somewhere in the UK. There's a lot of cool stuff that they do in the UK. They got drag stuff, like the Fiskale drag, HPI Baja type dragsters. A bunch of those are done like out in the desert and stuff. They'll do like sand desert races with the desert rails. Man, those are super cool. Yeah, that we don't have anywhere that I know of out here except for maybe California, which I don't, live anywhere near there. So I don't know of anything that they do out there. But yeah, that'd be really cool to see in person. All right, guys, this has been going on for a little over an hour now. I'm going to go ahead and end this now. So that's what was in the box. Hope you guys liked a little anticipation and stuff there. I thought it was pretty cool and funny. And these things here, yeah, super cool, man. I can't wait to get these things out and just blast around and have some fun. So just check it out, man. I'm going to be having some fun. Might be breaking some stuff. Hopefully I don't. But usually when I get excited, I kind of usually get a little overexcited. Hopefully I can contain it a little bit so I don't bust it all to pieces. But yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.